Did you watch anything over the weekend?
Yeah, I caught some of EmPowerrr. I caught the Camille Layla Hirsch main event, which I really enjoyed. I
That was
caught
the one
the
show I did watch. I actually ended up Saturday night watching the EmPowerrr show.
Yeah, okay. Wow. At the cottage you caught it. Cool.
I had internet access. I just chose not to really use it all that much. But that was the one show. I was going to watch the NWA show because I was assuming I would be home Sunday night and I was going to watch it, but I did not have a chance to watch that. But I watched the whole EmPowerrr show. I was just kind of checking in to see. I wanted to kind of see the look of it, and I ended up just sitting there and watched the whole thing. I thought it was a really fun show to watch. It wasn't the smoothest broadcast at points, but I mean, it was a real feel good show. You could see like the women, it meant a whole lot to them to be doing the show. I thought like just it looked like a cool venue, the way the NWA typically does up these arenas where they almost take you into this time portal. It's probably the best match I've ever seen of Melina's career. That she had with Deonna Purrazzo. That was a standout. The Gail Kim Awesome Kong segment seemed to be the most talked about thing on the show. But they had, I thought there was it was a really good effort put forward. Like they drew a very healthy house there, and it just felt like a show that a lot of people were buzzing about on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, going into the show, it felt like there was a whole lot more talk about this than, obviously anything that the NWA had done in a long, long time. And maybe even like of the non, AEW, non WWE, non Impact, non GCW level types of shows. So certainly caught my interest. And honestly, it was a little surprising, considering I think how much women's wrestling there is out there that we haven't really had a notable all women's show in North America since that Evolution show. So I'm glad, I hope that this becomes an annual thing. Certainly for the NWA, it seems to make a lot of sense. They've probably caught a lot of attention because of it, maybe even more so than NWA 73. And I guess it all really comes down to whether or not they can keep these working agreements with everybody. Because it was really nice to see basically all these promotions kind of pitch in to create this kind of what felt like a big show.
Yeah, yeah. I thought the mixture of talent really it really worked just to have, these open borders that allow for shows like this. Like Layla Hirsch, that was a great showcase for her with Camille. I thought Layla Hirsch came off very well in that match. And then, again, the Deonna Purrazzo Melina match, I was really impressed by it. You had one awkward spot with this code red out of the corner by Melina, but the rest of it, they just played off Melina's pre-existing knee problems, and Purrazzo, I just thought looked great in that match, targeting the knee, and the crowd was really sympathetic towards throughout it. I think they went around 14. That stood out to me. I really liked the team of the Hex, with Allison Kay and Marty Bell. They're a great tandem together. I thought that was, a wise choice to put the tag belts on them. They made it feel like a significant crowning of the champions afterward. And just the whole feel of the show, I just think it was, just a fun show to watch. And in 2.5 hours, it was a good length for the show as well.
Of night two, the only thing I caught was the Ric Flair speech.
How was that?
Which was a lot of fun. Number one, it's Ric Flair back at the chase. It's Ric Flair in the NWA, in an NWA ring. That in itself, I think, holds a great deal of significance. But it's Ric Flair also on live broadcast with a live microphone that was, pretty much given carte blanche to go out there and it seemingly say whatever he wanted. And he didn't say anything out of line. It was he was very complimentary of several people in the WWE, including Hunter, Shawn, Taker, really everybody. But it just felt nice to have Ric Flair's personality again and not him playing a role that was scripted from somebody for him. And it just kind of feels nice to have him. He mentioned being able to go to Chicago this week to see Mongo and then to have a lunch with Tony Khan or something. So kind of maybe gave something away there, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know, at least the idea that he will be in town. So I hope to see a whole lot more of this version of Ric Flair.
I think that this was certainly the biggest weekend for the NWA in the Fight TV era. I think there's no doubt that them shifting from YouTube to Fight has dramatically decreased their visibility, but this was two big shows where the location became a semi-draw in and of itself. I think it was a novel concept for fans that might remember that, or at least the legend of Wrestling at the Chase that they have read about and probably seen clips of. So I thought that was a really smart play. Like turn your venue almost into a part of the appeal on top of it, and having, two very distinct shows on back-to-back nights that were different from one another, but still under that NWA banner. So I thought this was a very good weekend for the NWA, and probably the most interest they've had in some time.
I think like Corgan has, done really well of really trying to being able to make the most of what very little that they have in terms of, I think, resources and talents that are out there. Let's not forget, like, a good chunk of like the roster that we see in AEW right now got their start, or at least got their maybe more national notoriety through NWA. So the man has a great eye, I think, for talent, and is usually able to present it all in a very nice looking package that, listen, is not the best in terms of production quality at times. But I thought they did well in at least capturing the feel of this being a significant event, significant place. And those Aaron Stevens little videos.
Oh, like those are really cool.
He did one on Saturday, and then he did one on the Sunday that they look tremendous. And I mean, I don't know who puts those together. I don't even know like if it's, like just a filter that they put on or something like that. But they're excellent, and they're perfect in tone. And to me, they're great things to start the shows off with.